that you laugh on. Watch the channel of a video. And subscribe, like and follow. Chilling with the girls. With the girls. With the girls. With the girls. Chilling with the girls. With the girls. With the girls. With the girls. Chilling with the girls.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Wow, we're gonna have a nice time. What's your name, girl?
What is my name, right? Anyway, no. So I'm Tawanda. So welcome to another episode of Chilling with the Girls. And tonight is just cooking again. Just cooking.
And I'm Tish. We want you to share it and comment on our show.
And I am Mom Mary. Do not forget to hit your notification bell.
Guess who's not here?
That rhymes
Mel.
with Bell.
Mel. She's just at a conference today, so she couldn't make it. But guess what? Whenever y'all see Tawanda in her kitchen, you know what we're cooking. What are we cooking?
Vegan
stuff.
We back in the vegan kitchen. Don't hate me, y'all.
No, this is a healthy kitchen.
Yes, vegan is
I bring my
good.
own food when I come here.
Wait a minute. What did you eat today?
What did I eat today? Tofu.
She did eat some tofu.
I did. And it was pretty good too. It was good. Yeah.
See? Okay. So I told you tofu takes on, whatever you however you make
like
it.
A chameleon.
Okay, so today
what are we cooking today?
In the vegan kitchen, we are cooking oatmeal peanut butter breakfast cookies.
Oh wow. Cool.
Everything is so healthy for us. So we're gonna start with our flour. Should I just go ahead and just make it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make. But do we want to introduce the other cook or no? Okay, so we may have a surprise cook for you guys. We just might stay tuned and see. Okay, so we have a cup of flour. So I'm just going to put that in this bowl right here. A cup of flour. Uh-oh. Get it all in there. Get it all in there. Okay, and then we have a cup of oats. Now, this is quick oats, you guys. Don't get the oats that take a long time to cook. This is quick oats, like 1 minute oats. So we're going to add that in.
So are they, what is that?
It's oatmeal.
I know, but what do they call it? Steel cut?
No, it's not steel cut. It's just quick oats.
So steel cut is what?
Yeah, because steel cut oats
takes a while.
Right, it takes a long time to cook. So we're just using minute or what they call it, quick oats. Okay. All right, and so then we have our baking soda, and this is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So usually when you have 1 cup of flour, you want to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay,
and then we have, it's like a half a teaspoon of salt.
And what kind of salt is that?
This is actually this is sea salt.
Okay,
so
is that healthy?
Sea salt is pretty healthy. It's healthier than the regular salt. Yeah. And then we have a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. So I just kind of mixed it together. So that's what we have there. Okay. Now that's our dry ingredients, guys. And so now what we're going to do, I'm going to whisk this all together. I trust you this. Let me tell you something. If you cook, you should not have a kitchen without a whisk. A whisk is the best thing in the kitchen.
Does that come from Amazon?
No, it does not come from Amazon.
Is that KitchenAid?
Yes.
I know my utensils and gadgets
come from Amazon. Okay, so we have our oatmeal in there. We have our flour in there. Just going to whisk it really, really quickly. Okay. So when you whisk, you kind of get stuff really, 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 really combined, Okay. All right. So we're going to put that aside. Then we're gonna mix all our wet ingredients. Okay.
Liquid ingredients.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Liquids. That's
However, it's called wet and dry ingredients
and
wet
wet.
ingredients.
Yes.
that's something new. Okay.
Okay, so we have a cup of peanut butter. Now, when I used to make peanut butter cookies before I was eating vegan, I like to have my peanuts, crunchy peanut butter. But if you want crunchy peanut butter, you can have crunchy peanut butter.
That's a good idea.
Yes, I used to make my peanut butter cookies, and I use crunchy peanut butter because the peanuts are already in it. You know. So this is 1 cup of peanut butter. We're gonna put that in there the best way we can. Mix it. Well, we're not gonna mix it yet. But we're gonna put it in. Okay, and then we have a 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup. So this is a sweetener, and it's not as bad as as white sugar. Don't use white sugar, you guys.
Why
White sugar destroys every organ in your body. Slowly but surely. Stay away from
How
white
long
sugar.
does it take to do that?
I have no idea. None
They eat
whatsoever.
white sugar all day.
They do, right? Because it's slow. I said slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have a 1/3 cup of applesauce. So you're supposed to use unsweetened applesauce, but I have sweetened applesauce here, so it's not gonna matter. Just don't use like the cinnamon applesauce. Don't use those. Just regular applesauce. So that's a 1/3 cup of applesauce. Okay, and then we have what is this? A 4th cup of coconut oil. Really, really good for
And
you.
it has to be what?
It has to be melted.
Yeah.
Melted coconut
So
oil.
you melt it.
Thank you for that,
You're welcome.
Miss Letitia. Okay, so we mix that. And then you guys, this is optional. You don't need this. So I cook with cane sugar a lot. You don't need the cane sugar, but I just add a 4th cup of cane sugar as well, just to give it an extra.
Like that sugar.
But it's pure cane sugar. So it's a little different than white. It's not white sugar. It's cane sugar.
No, I'm just making it so interesting.
She's just trying to mess with me, y'all. Okay, and then we have a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is all our wet
That's in a
ingredients.
shot.
That's not imitation, is it?
This is pure
Absolutely
vanilla
not.
extract. Absolutely not.
Because when you use imitation stuff when you're baking, your food tastes different.
It does taste
Yeah,
different.
it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
So you want pure everything.
Everything.
Everything pure.
Don't get no giant brand.
Be nice, Tisha.
No, I'm saying not to get any off-brand stuff when you're baking.
The store brand.
I remember somebody got me
Uh-oh.
some store brand stuff when I was baking my sweet potato pies and stuff.
Uh-oh.
And they were like, I got all the stuff you need for your sweet potato pies. My sweet potato pies taste different. Like, they didn't taste the same.
Really?
Yes, because you can even, I like I told y'all before in the show, I
Mhm.
smell my ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smell my ingredients. We have a
You know who she's talking about. And she forgot that story because she went to the store.
Oh, that's so
everything.
cute. Debbie Smith on here. Hey, Debbie. She
Hi,
said,
Stephanie. Hey.
that is so cool. What's cooking? How cute is that?
We love the pun. We love the pun. What's cooking? Okay. All right. So now we have all of our wet ingredients mixed up really nicely,
Okay.
combined thoroughly. Okay. So now we're going to do what Ebony was on our show one time, and she's like, "Are you going to fold it in?" We're going to do that today. We're going to fold it in because we don't want this to get mixed up too much because it won't be what am I trying to say? Won't be like pliable. Is it pliable enough?
I don't think it's pliable. don't know.
What's the word, Mom? Is it malleable? You won't be able to make your
yeah, it's like pliable. You can work it.
Who
Right,
said what
exactly.
in the world are you making, Tawanda? I'm trying
Who
to
said
get
that?
I don't know. I'm trying to. It's not showing up. It's
So
saying a
Wanda
Facebook,
is
a
making.
Facebook user.
So Wanda is making peanut butter oatmeal breakfast cookies. Okay. So we got that all incorporated. And so now we're gonna fold in this ingredients, okay? Because if we stir it up, it's gonna be too loose. You don't want it too loose.
We don't want nothing too loose. People too loose. That ain't cool to be loose, is it, Mom? Oh, Minnie. Hey, Minnie. Claiborne is on here. Hey, Minnie.
Yes.
Somebody, Minnie said, Mel said that. Mel said that.
Say what?
Oh, Mel said, what are you cooking? Make it to Wanda. Oh, Mel is on here. Hey, Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Minnie said, hey, ladies, how y'all doing? Hey, welcome to our show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Yes. Okay, so you get this all incorporated. And you want
put no raisins in it?
No raisins.
No raisins, Mom.
But you know what? That is an option. You can add raisins if you want to.
But not with the peanut butter. Let's not put the raisins with the peanut butter. If we did something like bananas or something like that, maybe we could put the
coconut.
Raisins is an option. So we already have coconut oil, so we don't really need the coconut. And the coconut oil, it gives it that little coconutty taste and stuff, you know. Okay, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So we're still just folding it in because we don't want.
You'll be having drop cookies, right?
So yes, and so you just want them just mixed. You don't want to mix too much, just mix. And then also here I have some chopped walnuts and some vegan. What is this? Vegan chocolate chips.
Oh, that's vegan chocolate chips?
Yes, vegan chocolate chips.
Let me taste one. This is my.
Oh, I don't know how it's going to taste. It might not taste right because it might taste better.
It taste right anyway because it's vegan.
But it might taste better in the food. You gonna spit it out?
I want them to see my face.
Is it nasty?
It's not bad.
Okay. But you don't want chocolate. You don't want.
That is so good.
You don't
Actually,
want
the
to eat
vegan chocolate chips taste like chocolate chips.
So you don't want to eat chocolate chips raw. I mean, like not baked.
Why not?
Because sometimes
you might need a dinner
sometimes
snack
it's like
or something.
Sometimes it's like semi-sweet. You know.
That's not semi-sweet. That's just sweet.
These are just vegan. What did I just say? Vegan chocolate chips.
This is our third Friday's Cooking with the Girls.
Yes.
So every third Friday we're going to have other people like cooking coming on here and everything.
Okay.
Making their favorite recipes.
So I still don't want to just roll these though, because they still don't look like they want. I probably should have added some extra flour or something.
Want me to get the flour?
Yeah, get some. Yeah, let's add a little bit more flour.
I'm her sous chef. I'll be right back.
We might want to add a little bit more flour. So you guys, if your mixture looks like this and you can't really be rolled, into a ball, and then you want to add a little bit more flour. So we're gonna do that right now. Come on, Miss Sous Chef.
And what I do is when I put the flour in, I make sure like it's all over. And once it gets all over, then I stop.
Just a little bit more.
So I just a little bit more and just go around. Do y'all see me going around? See, and she should be turning the bowl. Like
I should turn the bowl, really?
That's what the chefs do.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
See, and then if you see here, see how the flour is evenly around, distributed evenly around the batter.
Mom, do you hear her?
I do. I hear her.
Yes, hilarious. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my gloves, you guys. Now I like to use gloves when I'm.
I found out this house is a germaphobe house, y'all. I ain't lying. It's a germaphobe house. You hear me? Tawanda was washing her hands. I was like, how long are you gonna wash your hands?
Will you leave me alone, please?
Like, I was thinking the blood of Jesus can. Like, you don't need to wash your hands for no whole hour. I was like, oh my goodness.
Whatever.
And she was like, well, if you weren't here, I have to scrub it. And she was like, and I scrub into my skin and my fingernails. I was like, what in the world is that?
No, and I said, usually I wash them twice. Okay, so even though I put on my gloves, I think you guys saw before on one of my cooking shows, I still wash my hands. Okay, so even though I put on gloves, I still wash my hands. I wash the gloves.
Your 12 kids will be starving by now, Tawanda.
No, you didn't just say that to me.
Debbie said you can chop You can add chopped cashews. That's a good
That's
idea.
right. Absolutely. Or pecans.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the other variation.
My Minnie Claiborne said, "You are so beautiful."
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so my gloves are clean. So I'm going to dry them off with a clean paper towel.
Make sure
Absolutely.
everything's clean. This germaphobe house.
Everything is clean. Okay, now we're going to just go ahead and put the hands in there. Get in there good. Really, really good. Okay.
Here we go. Trying to.
See that we're incorporating all of the extra flour so we can roll these into a little ball. Because mom, we didn't want drop cookies, Mom. Now sometimes you can do drop cookies, but these are going to be rolled into a ball.
Because a drop cookie, you can make so many more when it's drop.
When it's drop cookies, yeah. Okay, Chef, will you please hand me my pan?
Absolutely. Your what?
My pan, so I can put these on the.
I can.
So I hope it's not hard.
Ouch! Do not pick it up without your gloves because it. I'm just kidding.
But it's not gonna. Let's get a couple.
Let me put this so we don't want to mess up our cat.
No, it's there, y'all.
That on it, but it's not hot.
Okay, all right. So now what you want to do is you want to get some parchment paper.
Okay.
And put on and line your pan.
That's a lot.
And so we want to grab a little bit. Now I don't really measure, just the ball. And so just do like this, and then roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, and then pat it. Now, we're just gonna pat it real quick, and we're gonna sit it here. And then you want these to be at least an inch apart from each other.
Okay.
And then just pat it down, and just put it on the sheet. Can they see that? Yeah, they can see that. Okay, so we're not gonna do all of these. We're just gonna do like 3 or 4, and then we're gonna let you see
the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
It's magic, Mom. It's the
miracle. Magic of TV.
The miracle of cooking.
Okay, there we go. So just put them on a pan like that, and on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper, and then
What happens if you don't use parchment paper?
Then they can stick. So nothing sticks to parchment paper. Don't use wax paper. Make sure it's parchment paper. Okay?
What about if they don't have it because it's too expensive for their budget?
I would just get a little.
And get some oil.
A little shortening.
What's that, Mom?
A little shortening or oil. Put oil in.
That's why when she cooks her cookies, we got to get the spec.
So I recommend you not use the spray because the people don't realize this, but your spray can stain your pans.
Everything stains.
Pans. So you want to not use the spray. Use
don't use
Mom
the spray.
said some. I would use butter. Actually, I would use butter. Or you can use coconut oil. From what you already have here. Just put that in.
Don't use lard. I don't think that's healthy.
And so there we go. And those are oatmeal peanut butter breakfast cookies. And then let's see with the magic of TV.
That's okay. It's magic.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now it's time to taste. Let's get a plate to taste. Now it's time to taste.
Do you eat it with a knife and a fork or not? You
don't want to eat it with a knife and a
if you're
fork.
in public, once you eat it with a knife and fork, you're in public.
That's you. That's not me.
I eat muffins and donuts with a knife and fork. I really do.
We're gonna taste.
What's it called? Tabitha Brown said, "Oh Lord, I thank you." So, oh Lord, we thank you.
We thank you.
You're gonna bring me some for Sunday school. I'm at morning service to Wanda.
I'll be gone.
You forgot those buns, remember? So now you owe me.
Well, I'll make sure. I want to put nuts.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Carol Marsha is on here too. She said her mouth is watering. It's really good. And guess what? They're healthy. They're vegan cookies. A lot of people think vegan is nasty and stuff. Some of it is. But it's a way to fix yourself so won't be nasty. I know this guy, he's vegan. And he used to be a chef in a regular restaurant. So he was like, I like good food. So he makes sure all his food tastes good.
Yeah. And so you guys, I do have
Minnie said, where's hers, Wanda? She wants some.
Well, I do have my name is Veganeatz Sweetz.
Yeah.
So it's Veganeatz with a Z and it's Sweet with a Z. So I made I did banana pudding. I've done brownies. So I'm gonna try to come out with my Veganeatz Sweetz cookbook.
Yes. support.
Yes,
awesome?
absolutely.
That's good.
It's fun. It's fun to cook vegan. It's healthy to cook vegan, and
you hear that, Carol? And it's healthy.
It's very healthy. And I'm not a total vegan, because I do eat some seafood. Yeah, so I'm like a pescatarian, but I do eat it. I cook vegan. We gotta find a name for you. Vegan scarian or something, because because you don't eat milk, cheese, you know what I'm saying? So dairy, you can't consider yourself a pescatarian because they eat fish. You know what I'm saying? But dairy as well? Everything else. Yes, we eat everything else. Okay, yeah, I don't eat dairy.
So we gotta find. I'm just hold that thought.
So far, everything Tawana has cooked really tastes very good. I mean, everything she cooks tastes very nice. That vegan food.
So guess what, guys? We have another cook. Woohoo! Surprise! And I'm going to bring her on here. Hopefully she's ready. This is Leesie. Hi,
Leesie. Leesie, what are you cooking for us today?
I am actually making something really, really simple. But since it's, just in time for basically cold season, one of my favorite things to make is egg drop soup.
Okay.
And it's just so simple. It's crazy because when I used to go to like the Chinese restaurants, I used to I didn't like the way it looked. But then all of a sudden one day, when we only just had like liquid noodle soup inside of the cabinet and I wasn't feeling well, I made that. And I'm like, why don't you do egg drop soup and put it in broth? So let me do that. And I'm like, oh, that's what they do. And it's so simple. You can add, whatever you like to it, if you want it spicy, like just whatever you want. So basically what I'm going to be doing, my son lost my other tripod, so I can't travel with you guys.
Oh, you'll find it.
This pot, here we go.
Denise is she and her mom works together. She's a super cook, and her mom is a super baker. Oh my goodness!
So you can make as little or as much as you want. I'm going to use Swanson. Where's my broth? Get the Swanson broth. You got it? Okay, thank you. There's a Maury, my little helper. This one.
Oh, okay.
Show her face. Can she show her face?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, little cook.
Hello. You good?
Hey.
Are you good?
So I got Swanson broth, but you don't have to use Swanson. Swanson chicken broth. You can also use the Aldi's has a pretty good one too, but I like the 33% less sodium. It's honestly pointless to have all that sodium. You can get salt free or less sodium because you're going to add your own seasonings to it. But I really like the Swanson. You can also use chicken stock, and basically the difference between the stock and the broth is that the stock comes from the bone of the chicken, whereas the broth comes from the meat. And chicken, I like chicken stock because it's thicker. But for this particular thing, we're going to use chicken broth.
Okay.
I might just move with you guys so you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Can you turn it on sideways so we can? better.
What you say?
Can you turn your phone sideways so we can see it? Have a
Like
better
turn your
view?
phone sideways. Yeah. Your phone, turn your phone like.
Oh, hold on. Let me click that button. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
All right. There we go. Like that. And how to switch? Can we turn the phone the other way, or do I have to turn it? Like, do they have to turn the screen on here?
Yeah.
What is these? I don't know. I'll just turn you guys. Like, that's so weird, though. I want to actually turn it.
It's kind of hard to like hit that button and turn it when you're already live.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm going to try to show you guys.
Okay.
Yolanda said, "Cool. I've always wondered what was the difference between broth and stock."
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And bone broth is super, super healthy.
Yes.
You can do the veggie bone broth or whatever one, beef bone broth, whatever. But the veggie bone broth has become really, really, really popular over the last couple of years for people who try to lose weight, especially. So that's it with that. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's our broth. And then here we have, it's so weird. Can you see that?
Yes. What is that?
Okay, that is green onion.
Okay.
And we're just gonna put that in there.
Okay. In the broth.
In the broth.
Okay.
And let that come to a boil.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna wash my hands and get that funky onion smell off my hands. So while that is boiling, we're gonna go ahead and get our apples, because we're also going to be making steamed apples, but a little healthier than normal.
Wow. Steamed apple.
Watch us.
About cooking online is get real funky.
Yeah.
Anyway, cooking in front of them, someone might be hungry. Mouth water. Oh my goodness.
Right.
But what they can do is take out recipes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So we already have our apples chopped up.
Okay.
So Sharice, while you're doing it, what's the name of your catering business or your mom?
Leesie's Kitchen.
Leesie's Kitchen. Okay.
Yes.
Your mom. And wait a minute, you've been cooking a lot, right? And catering.
I have, but we're actually on hiatus until January.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So taking a much needed break.
So who have you cooked for this year?
A lot of people. I cook mainly for churches.
Okay.
And then I also cook for like just whatever event people call me for. I do weddings, I do black tie fairs, whatever type of event, but I mainly do like dinners, and have like a set location for that, and then I also do like church events mainly.
Oh, that's excellent.
So if y'all need a caterer, reach out. I mean, her food is amazing.
Yeah.
The last one was 125 people. Was it 125? She does for big groups.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we'll be back in full effect in January.
Okay. And you partner with your mom as well.
Well, it's crazy because we're actually not partnered, but whenever I get an event or she gets an event, we just let them know, well, we offer this too.
Okay.
And, that's how it is.
She's a baker, a professional baker.
Yeah, everybody thought that I was Sugar Baby Treats, and I'm like, no, I'm not a baker in any way, shape, or form.
Sugar Baby Treats. Sugar Baby Treats.
All right, guys. So that's our bro. Can you see it?
Yes.
It's crazy because we're supposed to move really, really quickly right now, but let me take it off the heat for a second.
Okay, okay.
But that's an egg. That's fairly boiled, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's an egg, and the water boiling, and I'm gonna actually turn it down. The heat.
Do you
My
have a
phone
quick
is
way
super, super hot.
to take the shell off your
One
egg?
of our viewers said,
Come here, my little assistant.
so one of our viewers said, if you use a stainless steel stone, it will remove the smell of onions from your hands.
Stainless steel stone.
Yep.
Oh,
That's what it says. Stainless steel stone to remove smells from your hands.
yeah.
What is that?
Like, and you know, also they say, like, if you rub your hands on your stainless steel faucet in your kitchen,
Okay.
that's supposed to,
So it's the same effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Come on.
Or they say,
Hold this for mommy while I put this egg in. Face it towards there. Yeah, don't drop it. You got it. Right there. Can you guys see that?
yes.
Over here. Come on, my little assistant. Oh, I got it on the wrong thing. Don't drop it more. You got to hold it all the way. Don't touch nothing, though.
Funny.
There you go, right there.
Part
Okay.
of the steam, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. First egg. You can put however many eggs you want to put inside of there.
Uh-huh.
You got to move fairly quickly once you drop them in there.
Uh-huh.
I got it all the way, like it's on 2 right now because you don't want them to just cook. Like this broth is so hot that they start cooking very, very quickly. And guess what I'm supposed to do, guys, that I forgot about? You're supposed to mix the eggs before you put it in there.
Yes, you do. I fix my cheese
For your
sauce.
Yeah.
For my macaroni.
Hold on. Yes, you're supposed to put eggs together before that because it's so quick. It's literally like 30 seconds and it's done.
Right. And that whisk is very important.
So let me mix the eggs real quick inside of the bowl.
Okay.
Here, come over here. Let me move it there so you don't burn yourself. How about that?
While we're doing this, we want to ask our viewers, what's your favorite dish? What's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing to cook, I love cooking soul food. Like Leesie's Kitchen is all about, food from the soul. Food from down south.
Yeah.
Comfort food, basically. I love candy jams and mac and cheese, all the bad stuff, but we don't eat it as often as we cook.
All the good stuff, all the good bad stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We don't eat it up. I said, Lord, why didn't you make the healthy stuff unhealthy and the good stuff healthy?
Wait a minute. Wait, he did not do it. We put sugar in it.
I'm like, why can't
grease? Like, I don't think he did it. I think we did it.
Salt, sugar, and grease.
Right. And you know what, too, going back to the slavery days, the masters gave us all of the, the leftovers. We had to make it taste good. We had all the seasoning. Right, yeah.
Okay, so we got those mixed up. One more. I can do it. And I'm just gonna put that back on there. That is so funny. I was like, I knew something was wrong.
That looks good.
So we letting that simmer and boil back up. And right now I'm about to add a little bit of onion powder.
Okay.
So you can season it with whatever you like, but I love onion powder.
Uh-huh.
Don't go crazy.
And what will you do with the apples?
Oh, I'm about to show you.
And then you don't measure, do you, Sharice?
Oh yeah, I measure everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I measure everything so it can be the exact same every time.
Yes, thank you for saying that. I was saying that because I was just having a conversation with somebody, and this lady was saying she measures everything so it can be the same every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because these people they think they're really good cooks, they say I don't measure anything because I'm a just really good cook. But you have to be honest with yourself. When you go to somebody's kitchen and they don't measure, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, I put too much salt that time."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had enough pepper. Oh, I didn't. And that's what they do.
Yeah.
It's not
I'm
consistent.
an expert cook, not me. And let me tell you something. Someone's very spanking. I tried to actually make a recipe from my sweet potato pies, and I really did not, because I taste to my liking, and it comes out right the same time. And I was doing it at first. I was measuring everything right, so I'm writing it down. But if it's not tasting right, then I was like, I put a dash of this and a dash of that. I cook like to the ground by the spirit. The spirit leads me. I smell stuff. I put in that sprinkle, so I can't measure it.
It's certain things you measure and certain things you don't.
Yeah, certain things you measure. So when it comes to baking, like when I make like sweet potato pies, or if I do make a cake, because I know how to bake, I don't know how to bake like my mother at all. That it's not my gift, you know. But with that, it's like so specific, and like her pound cakes, oh my gosh, y'all know how her cakes taste. They are the best ever, and her motto is everything matters. So, you know, she does all recipes all the time. So her stuff is literally going to taste the same every time. And like, you know how you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh my gosh, this place is off the hook. And then you go back the second time, you're like, somebody else must have been or something, you know.
Who's in there cooking that? But they supposed to use the same ingredients. Though.
Exactly.
You know,
well, I tried to. I'm being honest.
The Tish cakes are really good because she took them to church one time, a whole lot of them, and people want to buy them. She knows great. They want to pay for her cake.
Guys, I am cracking up right now at this egg drop sheet.
What's going on? What's going on?
Listen, y'all. Listen, you have to mix the eggs first. I tried to make it recover, but no, you cannot put the whole little egg in there like that.
Right.
I've never made it. It's gonna still taste good, trust and believe. But
trust and believe, y'all. It's going to taste good.
It's going to taste good.
You know why she's saying that, don't you?
Why, Mom?
Because remember, she said she don't have to measure the spirit leading her, and Shalice almost said the same thing. She didn't go by recipe.
So this is a prime example of something that doesn't need a recipe. It's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can put in it what you want to put in there.
Right.
So that's basically how it looks, but it looks even better.
It looks so good, though.
Let me get us so you guys can see, and it's like chunks of eggs.
Okay. Move it over
Yeah,
move it over.
A bunch of green. Like I like mine's loaded up.
Okay.
So next, what we have here is, you know something else that I like to put in there, guys?
What's that?
Is basil. Fresh basil.
Yeah. Basil is so good. And
yes, I love basil. That's what I usually put in there. But if I was going to put in there, I would have put it in there at the beginning.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to taste all, that texture in my mouth.
Right.
So here we have apples. Fresh apples, Granny Smith apples.
Okay.
And what we're going to go ahead and do is
the tartness of the apples, because I know Granny Smith apples are kind of.
Yeah, I love Granny Smith apples because I love the tart, because you can add the sweet when you add the sweetener yourself, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so, guys, these are semi-healthy. I don't just like do all no sugar. These semi-healthy.
I don't blame you. Who wants no sugar?
Well, you saw.
I'm sorry, Rachel. Sugar is very bad for you.
Okay.
You did add
Right, I did add sugar. But
so you can use cane.
So right here we have monk fruit sweetener.
Okay.
And I love monk fruit. It's actually very sweet, and so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Like if you're, subbing it out for sugar or whatever. But I find that with monk fruit, some things it just tastes like it's just too much.
Okay.
So,
monk fruit.
Monk fruit, yeah, you can get it off of Amazon. You can get it from Walmart. We use I think it's Earth Balance and the red one. It's a red Lacanto.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we're gonna put a half a cup of monk fruit in there.
Okay.
And sugar.
You put that in what? The apples?
In the apples. Mm-hmm. They semi-healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do better where I can. That's a half. I didn't level it out, but that's fine. If it was a cake, then we would be leveling it out.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a plastic knife.
How much sugar was that?
That was a half a cup.
Oh.
And some.
That was a heaping
It
half
was
a cup.
yes, because it was
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not leveled up, so that's a heaping half a cup of that's a monk fruit. And so if you get the monk fruit, make sure you get the monk fruit with erythritol. It helps better with like the digestion.
Oh, okay, huh?
You didn't put cinnamon in it?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna put you guys right here while I do all these seasonings, and I'll just show you guys while I'm doing it.
okay. So I wanted to also say it's always when you're talking about the eggs, it's good to crack one egg at a time anyway, because you never know.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's always good to crack one egg at
That's
a time
what I do.
and whisk it.
Yeah,
What'd you say, Auntie?
I said it's always good to put one egg at a time in a bowl, in a separate bowl, and whisk it first before you put it into your ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And something else I do to my eggs, I wash the egg off first before I break the shell.
Oh, wow.
Oh, do you?
I do that.
Okay, and right here we have our dark brown sugar.
Okay.
Got these beautiful pink and gold cups from Amazon. I love these.
Nice.
Nice.
It's two y'all that like Amazon. Okay.
And actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a quarter cup of the dark brown, and then we'll add more, for our liking. The apples is something else that I do not have a recipe for. I just go with what I feel in my spirit.
Yeah.
So this is a quarter cup.
That's right. That's right. That's funny. Wow. But another reason why it's good to
And
add.
then, so what we're going to do now is 2 tablespoons of white sugar.
Okay.
So we'll add more as we go along based on what you say?
White
sugar.
Ooh. Processed sugar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sharice, let me say another reason it's good to add one egg at a time, especially when you're baking, because it makes your batter fluffier.
Yeah.
When you add one egg at a time.
But what?
Oh, that's what you said with bacon. I thought you were talking about for the egg drop soup. Right, absolutely. Yeah, my mom does that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Yolanda said, "Where's Mel?" Mel is at a conference in I think Missouri.
Yeah, she's out of town.
Yeah, she's out of town.
Yeah.
She'll be back next week.
Huh? More. Okay, so here's the 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go ahead and add ground cinnamon, allspice, and apple pie spice.
Now you said brown cinnamon or ground?
I thought I said ground, but I could have said brown.
I think you said ground.
So we're gonna add a whole teaspoon of the vanilla extract. This is my mother. She paid $38 for it, so don't tell her I used some.
Ooh. Well, I hope she's not watching our show.
Right?
If it's recorded, she can always look at it again.
Watch the show.
You're in trouble, Leesie.
I know.
Yeah, that vanilla extract is so expensive now.
Okay, and we're also going to use where's my baby? Here she goes. Butter emulsion.
Huh.
Oh, I've heard of
It's so good and so potent. They're very expensive, but it's worth it. They smell so good and they taste delicious.
Who makes it, and where can we find that?
Amazon is Lorraine.
Can you
Butter,
turn it around? You can see
all
the
kind of emulsions.
Okay. And what does it do?
The same thing as the extracts. It's just more potent.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, a little bit goes a long way. So you wouldn't use the same amount that you would,
Okay.
Vanilla. So I'm just going to use a quarter.
I like your utensils, Shalise.
Oh, thank you, Grandma.
I think everything in that kitchen party came from Amazon.
I love me some Amazon.
Oh, right.
That is funny.
Okay. And this is our cinnamon. You can use whatever you feel in your spirit. I'm just about to pour.
Okay. So,
Look, it's a common place for everything.
Measurements.
that's
Yeah, it's a common place for everything.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do measure.
You
Sometimes
gotta get a little pinch of this and pinch
Apple pie spice.
okay. I don't have apple pies.
Okay. And here's a little secret that a lot of people don't know, y'all. But I'm
Okay.
about to put y'all on. Y'all
Uh-huh.
ready?
Yes.
The reason that a lot of people's apple pies, just anything like acidic like that they add a lot of sugar to, don't really taste like even out and it's overbearing, is because they're not adding something sour to it. So lemon is the key.
Okay.
Okay.
Did y'all hear that? Lemon is
Real lemon juice, y'all, not the one that's in that green bottle.
That's right. From the lemon, from the fruit.
squeeze.
That's right. Fresh lemon.
What about the zest? If you do a little zest with that.
That's a little family secret. Like, that's why my mom put me onto that when I was so little. Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, her apple pies are so delicious, and it got that like that just make your mouth pop.
Wow.
So I'm gonna move you guys back over here with me.
Okay. Your mama gonna get you, Cherie.
I know she is. I'm being terrible.
You are showing out tonight, buddy. Secrets, using her ingredients. That looks so good, though.
All righty, and then we just top them off and wait until they're done.
Yes. He makes sense.
And it doesn't take long.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how tender you like yours. One thing I cannot stand is when people put like the apples for apple pie, just put it straight into the dough without pre-cooking them. That's why they be hard and crunchy.
Yes.
Who does that?
Most people do it.
Those store-bought apple pies are crunchy and hard like that.
Yes, exactly. So, and that's why they are, and so like when I go to different places and they're like, oh, they had the best apple pie. And I'm like, oh yes, I love me some apple pie. Right. And I'm like, no, this ain't it. It's so crunchy. It's like carrots. And like when you just want to enjoy like caramelized and, give you a little smack. I don't want the apple to bite me back.
You like French apple with the raisins and the icing?
I do like French apple. Yes, ma'am.
I have to have caramel on everything. Especially
that's why I like my stuff caramelized, like everything.
Yes.
I used to like the pie, apple pie, Alamo. That was so good.
Oh, that's the only way I eat mine. Yes.
I don't do ice cream anymore.
I'm fresh vanilla or vanilla bean. I have to have I'll eat it, but I'll be upset. I'll, throw a tantrum.
That's funny.
Yep. So that's it, guys. This is gonna take a while. I think the show gonna end before they're ready. So you just put the top on, but do not put the top all the way on. Leave some air.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look for a bigger top. So, okay.
So, so when those cook down, Shalise, will you be able to use them in apple pie?
Right. The same way I make my steamed apples, it's the same apples I use for apple pie.
Okay.
Yep, it's the same one.
Okay, cool. Very good.
And so, Shalise, if anyone wants to what is it called? Get your service or use you.
What you say?
If anyone
wants to hire you to cook.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. If anybody wants to hire me, they can email at customer support at leesieskitchen.com.
And then we'll put that in the description as well.
Yeah, and we're also on Instagram under the Leesie's Kitchen and Facebook.
Okay.
Now her son wants to be a cook. He still has that aspirations.
Yes, ma'am. Julian loves to cook. He's so independent.
Wow.
And I just started letting him use the stove last month.
Wow.
And so he's just so excited. He just constantly wanted to make eggs now because I let him make eggs by himself now.
And he made a song. Did he and Dad make a song about cooking and a dance that went with that song?
Oh yeah, they made a song. It's on YouTube. It's actually on their channel. Their channel is Juju and Maury's World.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
It is beautiful. It is so cute. His dad sings a part, and he does the dance to compliment his dad singing. The
Wow.
daddy sings, and Juju does the dancing.
And I'm the director.
You
are? I didn't see you in the picture.
No, I was the director. That's why I said Leesie in the beginning.
So, Sweetz, how old is Julian now?
He's 10.
10. You go.
Wow, he can go for 15.
And
he is so big.
Yeah, he is. He's a big boy. His feet are bigger than mine.
And he's an inventor too. He invents.
Yes, he makes all kinds of stuff.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Send us the recipe so we can put it in the description in case someone wants to make it.
What'd you say, Auntie?
Said, can you put the recipe in the description?
Oh, sure.
To make it in YouTube, Tawanda.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Okay,
love you.
Latish, am I supposed to introduce this young lady, or are you supposed to let the audience know?
So we wanted to, real quick before we go, there's an author named Dr. Melinda Watts, and she wrote a book. It's called Living Her Authentic Truth While Influencing, I can't read, y'all, Positivity. Sorry. Is these eyes, these 56-year-old eyes and stuff. So check this out, guys. So she wants to give away 79 free books. So if you scan that QR code on the screen by 12 o'clock midnight, you can get this book for free. She's an advocate of human trafficking. We are going to have her on our show because we know it's really important to teach on the awareness of human trafficking.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people are being abducted, like women, children, like it doesn't even matter the age anymore. Mom, watch out when you go outside.
Oh, goodness.
Watch out for the
white. No, you did.
White no, I'm just kidding. So we want y'all to support Dr. Melinda W. Watts. Mm-hmm. And just if you have your phone and you scan that QR code, you'll be directed into that site. And she's giving out 79 free books today only. By 12, you have to get it by 12 midnight.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So this is get out of this. Wow, what a great show.
Yes, very good.
I can't believe me and Tawanda are twinning tonight. Everyone keeps saying, y'all look just alike. I was like, oh my God, now we do, especially with the same hairstyle. I took my glasses off. Yeah. But it was a good show. That food looks really good. I think I want to try
egg drop soup.
What was an egg drop soup?
I've never even seen egg drop soup.
Really?
Yes.
I used to get it from the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I thought? I thought she would just have a boiled egg and just drop the boiled egg in the soup.
That's what I heard you say. Is that a boiled egg?
So thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we just want y'all to feel free to comment, share, like our videos and everything. We are coming to the close of season 3.
Ooh,
yeah. So we're getting ready to take our little break and then come back probably next year or something. We might also do like a Christmas special or something like that, like we always do, maybe like a holiday special. Yeah. But we really, really appreciate you guys for coming in here. Excuse my look today. I'm at Tawanda's house and
mine too.
This is a kitchen look. I worked here today and I was trying to get off early, but I could not. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I guess I'm the only one dressed, Tom. I'm in my office.
You did it tonight, Mom.
Yes, you had to be fly, the sexy look tonight.
And we had to look
I was like, in my hair too, Lord, help me.
Oh,
but
man.
It's okay. It's okay. We all
family.
All good. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah. So thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Mom, you have anything else to say?
Yeah, I was going to read something, her paper. I have something about like a couple of minutes. The book she wrote is a personal journey to show forth the glory of God in her life. She says, I pray that someone's life is impacted to the point that they surmount from that place of devastation and become an overcomer. Although I was faced with many challenges in my life, they did not destroy what the Lord had in store for me. I had to rise from the ashes of shame, guilt, and defeat and burn with the passion of God. Once his consuming fire burned away the chaff in my life, that which was meant to destroy me became the instruments he used to perfect me. Wow. The good shepherd led me into victory after victory. I totally surrendered to his will and began to trust his process. The rejection, persecution, and pain launched me into a greater walk with my Savior. The purpose of this book is to encourage individuals that no matter what their circumstances are, with Christ, you can conquer them. He is that consuming fire that wants to perpetually change our lives from glory to glory. Let his light shine in and on your situation and watch him change your story. And she tops this with, the fire couldn't burn me.
Woo! That's my testimony. The fire couldn't burn me.
Come on now.
Yes. Real quick. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. How many people can say what? The fire couldn't burn me.
The fire couldn't burn me.
That's what I feel like. I was in the fire. But
if it didn't burn you, it purified you and perfected you.
Yeah, purified.
It made you better, yeah.
The three Hebrew boys, the fire couldn't burn them, It didn't even smell like smoke.
Yeah. I know a lot of our viewers out there have been going through some hard things in life and stuff. Deaths and just all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely.
Sickness. People are still sick from COVID. So be careful out there. We're going to have another show on that to bring that awareness back because I think they're trying to hide it. But it's coming back. People on the job. That's why I've been like staying away from the job. One girl was like, "Yeah, this is my third time." Like she bragging about it. My third time getting COVID. I was like, she was walking around the office. And by the way, Yolanda, it wasn't your fault today. It was other stuff. She was walking around the office. She was blowing her nose, sneezing.
No,
I just got there. Guess what I did? I packed up my laptop. I was like, I am out of here. This is insane. She was walking around my desk. I was like, cover your ears. I was like, oh, heck no. I was like, no way in the world.
Oh,
so be careful out there. Wear your mask. I'm telling you, wear your mask when I don't. But wear your mask.
I wear my
don't
mask,
forget, especially when you're around a lot of people. Because that is out here, and it is like. It's not as deadly though. It's like a cold, but it's still annoying. Don't nobody want to be sick, whether it's like a flu or not. You just don't want to be in bed. So
right.
So once again, thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend. Rest of night and weekend. And we will see y'all next week on another episode of Chilling with the Girls. Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Love you.